One of the main questions that non-believers always ask is, why does God allow evil in this world? And he mainly does this to preserve free will. He needs to allow you to choose good over evil because this demonstrates the value of goodness by allowing the contrast of evil. If you think about your own life, how can you truly value and appreciate the blessings that you have in your life if you don't know what it feels like to not have that? If you don't know what it feels like to struggle? So allowing the existence of two, of the yin and yang, you get an understanding and appreciation of goodness over evil. He also allows this to happen because he wants to show his mercy and his grace by redeeming us from the consequences of choosing evil. If we take a look at John chapter 9, verses 1-3, Jesus and the disciples are passing by a blind man. And the disciples asked Jesus, hey, what did this man do? Did he sin? Did his parents sin? Is this the reason why he's blind? And Jesus says, no, he didn't sin, nor did his parents sin, but God's works shall manifest through him. So sometimes God invites trouble to us, brings obstacles to us so that he can show his power, so that he can increase our faith and increase the faith of others. Because a blind man being healed, who else did it other than God? So he allows himself to manifest through us to show who he is. Now, that isn't the only reason why God allows evil to exist. God also allows evil to exist because we have to go through things in this world. And the reason that we go through things is to build our trust and our faith into God. And of these two, trust is the most important because trust builds your faith. So we have to go through storms. We have to experience troubling times. We have to experience evil. Because how can we know God's power? How can we know God's strength if we don't see the opposite of him? If we don't see the evil? So we have to experience these things in order to know who he is and how powerful he is. You know, I think about my brother. My brother was killed in 2010, so 15 years ago. And I saw how God used the death of my brother to bring people closer to him. My mom and my aunt went to the morgue to identify my brother's body. And a lady stopped them and then was like, hey, are you guys the parents of Kyle? And my mom was like, yeah. She was like, I just want to thank you. Because of your son, my daughter is back into church, giving her life to God. When you hear stories like that, it let me know that my brother didn't die in vain. It let me know that there was purpose behind his death. So evil is always being used for God's good, for God's reasoning, to bring people closer to him. And sometimes he just wants to call people home. He is the creator. He created us. So he's the one who can call us home at any time that he wants to. So it isn't on me to get mad at God for taking my brother so early. As a follower, I just need to accept his decision. And I use that for my own fuel in life, you know, to do great things in life. I used to feel the hurt and pain that he gave me, the obstacles that he gave me after that. I used that to become a better person, a better man. And not only did it help me, it helped somebody else to go back to him. So struggle is something that we have to go through. Obstacles is something that we have to go through in order to build our trust and our faith in God. That is a purpose as to why evil does exist. Now, lastly, the final reason as to why God allows evil to exist in this world is because of Adam and Eve's disobedience. Very simple. They introduced sin into this world. So now we have to live next to sin. We have to live a part of sin. We are sin. So it's just an aspect of life. It's an aspect of living in this carnal world to expect evil to occur. Mainly because of the fallen star, Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to call him. So he's always going to be attached to this world. He's always going to be trying to get us to sin, trying to get us to turn away from God. If God wanted to, yes, he could completely wipe Satan off the board. Satan can't match God in any kind of way. But if God was to be doing that, he would take away the free will aspect. We have to choose him. He has to allow us to choose him. He can't just take away evil because then we choose him by default. We have to have the choice. That is the free will aspect. And I mean, how much more better is it to have the opportunity to choose, though? I wouldn't like it if I had to love God by default, because then I would have no choice. I wouldn't have no control, zero control. So I like the idea of there being choice, because if I'm talking to a girl, I don't want me to be the default choice of hers. I want her to choose me, because if she's choosing me, I know it's genuine. I know she really likes me. I know she really loves me. So I much prefer there to be a choice than to have to love by default. But, and thank you guys. Passionate about this stuff, man. I love this stuff. But I thank you guys for checking out this video. It's all I really had for us today, That's all I really had. I feel like this was a good talk. This was a good understanding of why evil exists, because it's really not that hard to understand. But, a lot of non-believers, they don't understand. If he's so great, if he's so powerful, why does he allow sin to exist? Why do these murders happen? Why does, all the evil in the world happen if he's so great and if he's so powerful? So I hope this helps that understanding. But I thank you guys for checking out this video, and I have more content on the way per usual. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.